Early this morning, I found myself at the foothills of Marching Hill in Hangang area near Imphal. Just as the day was beginning to awake, the air was cool and fresh from the night's rain. Bird song drifted softly through the trees. A thin veil of mist lingered over the landscape, while the first light of dawn slowly touched the hills. In moments like this, the world asks nothing of us except that we pay attention. Beside the path, growing quietly among grasses and stones, was a small plant that many of us first encountered as children, the touch-me-not, Mimosa Pudica, small enough to be overlooked, common enough to be ignored, yet holding within it one of the nature's most remarkable stories. I reached down and touched one of its delicate leaves. Almost instantly, the leaflets folded inwards. The stem bent gently towards the ground, and in a matter of seconds, the plant seemed to disappear into itself. A quiet retreat, a moment of protection. As children, we often touch these plants out of curiosity, delighted each time they responded. But standing here this morning, beneath the watchful slopes of margin, I found myself asking a different question. How does a plant move without muscles? How does it sense touch without nerves? At the base of each leaf are a tiny structure called pulvini, living hinges filled with water. When the plant is disturbed, electrical signals travel through its tissue. These signals trigger a rapid movement of water out of certain cells. As the water pressure changes, the leaves fall and the stem droops. Scientists call this response thigmonasty, a movement triggered by touch. Within a few minutes, water returns to the cells slowly, patiently. The leaves reopen. The plant unfolds itself to the world once again. For a small herb growing close to the ground, life is full of challenges. Grazing animals search constantly for tender leaves. Heavy rains and strong winds can damage fragile stems. Insects arrive without warning. By folding its leaves, the touch-me-not appears wilted and less appealing. Its tiny prickles become more visible. Its chances of survival improve. This simple movement is not fear. It is wisdom, shaped by millions of years of evolution. Perhaps there is something meaningful about finding this lesson here at the foothills of this hill. For generations, these hills have held stories of people, horses, and sagol kangje, the ancient game that later became modern polo. They have witnessed seasons changing, lives unfolding, and time moving quietly across the valley. Yet, among these larger histories, another story continues unnoticed. The story of small lives adapting, responding, and ensuring. The touch-me-not does not resist every disturbance. It does not remain open all the time. When needed, it withdraws. It conserves its energy, and when a moment has passed, it opens itself once more. We often think resilience means standing firm against every challenge, but the living earth tells a different story. Resilience is not hardness, it is sensitivity. It is knowing when to protect what is tender. It is understanding that retreat can be temporary and that opening again is always possible. David Attenborough once observed that if we could move at the pace of plants, we would discover dramas every bit of compelling as those of animals. This morning, at this foothill, the living earth offered one such story, a story hidden beside a path, a story no taller than my hand, a story that reminds us that the ordinary is never truly ordinary. This is Ordinary Moments, Living Earth, a journey through the quiet processes of life, and today a small touch-me-not plant taught us that sensitivity is not weakness. Sometimes courage is knowing when to fall inside, and sometimes courage is finding the strength to unfold again. You are listening to Yeningthagi Whispers of Life, a new story every Sunday.